Hi, pretty people. Welcome back to Pretty Girls, Ugly Feelings. I'm Gabby,
And I'm Sophia.
and today is another Reddit day because we love reacting and hearing people's thoughts. And honestly, if you're a man and you're in our comments and you're mad, we won.
Exactly. We did our job well, if that's the case. It's what we aim for.
Exactly. But first, before we get into those stories, we are going to do our regular what's been making us feel pretty and ugly lately. So for me, I am going to start with my ugly, and it's that Groupon. I'm going to call them out, but I bought a Groupon for like a couples massage because I've never had a professional massage before. I don't think my boyfriend has either, and work is super stressful and busy right now. So I thought, oh, let me buy this Groupon and like have a massage this weekend, relax, whatever. I bought the Groupon and then there was a little message at the top saying that the merchant was currently being investigated by Groupon for being, it said temporarily closed,
Oh, okay.
but I was like, oh, maybe because it was last week, it was around like Easter, whatever, there's holidays, weird days, whatever. I thought maybe they were just closed, like weird times, whatever. Then when I went to go look them up, it said permanently closed. So I was pissed because I was like, why would Groupon let me buy this if it's under investigation?
Yeah, that's
So
weird.
yeah, so then I put in a request with their like AI bots, whatever, and also a customer service person to get a refund. And they said, oh, we're investigating your inquiry. Sorry for the inconvenience, whatever. Nowhere did I believe I would not be getting a refund. So I booked a different spa that was actually open and like a different massage Groupon because they had a deal going on. So I didn't want to lose out on the deal. But then this week, I still haven't got my refund. Nothing's happening. Now they sent me an email being like, oh, the merchant is honoring vouchers. I don't know if they moved locations and that's what happened and the other one was closed. I don't know. I don't care. Groupon needs to run me my money because I wouldn't have bought a second massage if I thought I would be able to use the first one.
Yeah, no, that would piss me off. That's definitely on them. I don't know
Yeah.
if they gonna issue the refund because I know that they can be
I don't know
particular.
either because when you talk to customer service, it's always a bot first. And the bot is asking me for screenshots, all this stuff. And I'm like, I didn't take a screenshot. It was under investigation. Now you know, if you see something pop up, take a screenshot because that's what they're gonna ask for. And they were asking me like, oh, who told you it was closed? Because when I called the location as it was listed on maps, it said it was closed. So I was like, I can't tell you a person told me. It's just like an automated voice.
Exactly, because if they were closed, how the freak am I supposed to get through to them? They're not in business right now. They're not answering the
Yeah,
phone. It just says on Google.
exactly.
Yeah, and
Right.
then what I always do with Groupon is what do you call it? I'll find a spot, but then I call the spot and be like, "Hey, I saw you on Groupon. Would you rather me book here or book with you?" Like because usually
Hmm.
they'll give you the discount anyway, and they'll just be like, "No, just book with me."
Yeah, that's what I need to do because if they don't give me my refund, I've been messaging the bot every day, trying to get through to a person, them escalating it. It's so aggravating because it takes so long just to get through to a person because they keep asking
Yeah,
you for screenshots. And I'm just like, no, just send me a refund.
literally, give me a human and send me my money, and we could go about
Yeah.
our business. Yeah, I hate
So
that.
we'll see what happens, but that has been pissing me off because I would not have bought a second one. First of all, if you know that there's something going on, if you have a business under investigation, then close them being able, like people being able to purchase from them during
Yeah.
that time.
They have to give you back your money though. Groupon's gonna have to do
Yeah.
that because there's no way. Because it's on their site. They're
Yeah,
promoting it.
but then now I guess like I said, maybe they changed locations, whatever. But now they're saying the business is open,
That's
whatever.
suspicious. If they weren't
Yeah.
doing the investigation already, I'd be like, oof, that's dicey. But like, you mean to tell me you were investigating them? You knew something was off. So then what's the
Yeah,
problem? Because it was off for me. Well, good luck with
exactly.
that. That would make me feel ugly too.
Yeah. And then for pretty, I don't know if it's the amount of caffeine I drank today or if it's just the fact that I was able to get through my workday and not be miserable, but I'm actually in a pretty good mood. And I had like in-person training today that I thought would kill me and make me not want to speak to anyone. But it was actually good training and insightful on like it wasn't on accounting or anything really technical. It was more about communication techniques.
Hmm.
And I feel like those types of training everyone could use, and I like better because you could apply it to other things than just like your corporate job. Like
Definitely.
if I was in a training for 5 hours, which it was 5 hours long, but if I was in a training for 5 hours and it was just about like how to climb the corporate ladder, I would be pissed off.
Definitely. That, and then like, how
But
would you sit through that? Are you allowed to take out your phone during a training? Because that's brutal. 5 hours.
no, I literally sat there like,
That's
and
crazy.
the only thing that was bad about it was that because of like my tailbone still hurting,
Oh,
I, yeah, like
true.
not not being in person, I'm able to like lay down or like stand up whenever I need, whatever. Or in the office, we have standing desks. So if I was just at a desk, it would have been fine. But being in a training in front of people, I can't really like shift weight on cheeks all the time.
Word, that's true. Oof.
So, but we took a break, like a 10-minute break every like hour to hour and 30 minutes. So it was okay. I got to like walk around, whatever. I was just a little nervous and sometimes it did hurt like being up too straight. So I would just try to adjust when I could. But yeah, I felt like it would have been rude if I brought like my laptop and was like trying to work through the training. Um, and also I was like in the front row because by the time I walked into the room, all the other rows were
Damn.
full.
I hate that. I try to avoid that
Yeah.
as much as possible.
Yeah. So, but I mean, overall it was good.
Well, at least that then. I guess I'll start with my ugly too. My ugly could be so many things. But I'm just gonna I'll say my ugly right now. Well, hello. I look like Adam Sandler. My period is definitely like on the brink. And you know, like when those like the pre-cramps start, so I'm in like that mode. So it's certainly making me feel ugly because I'm just like, oh, like I don't want to be seen, heard, felt, imagined, none of the things. So that's
Perceived.
definitely exactly in any sense of the word. So that's definitely making me feel ugly. And then for my pretty, okay. There's a few things I could say for that too, but I will say is tomorrow I have like a pretty filled day, and it's been a while since I've had a day like this. Like I'm going to shoot with one of my friends over by her in Jersey, because she does music, and so we're gonna do a few visuals for one of her singles. Um, and then I'm gonna go straight from there to see my other friend. She's a comedian. She has a stand-up, whatever. She's performing stand-up as part of somebody's show. So I'm gonna go and surprise her thereafter. But before I even go to Jersey, I have to record a video for this clothing brand I work with here of myself. Luckily, I could just shoot it on my phone. So it's like one of those days where I'm gonna have to wake up, skip the gym, get coffee, and just like do and make sure I'm on
Mhm.
time to my next thing. I'm trying to throw in like a little happy hour in Brooklyn before the show, so between the shooting and the show. But I'm like it I'm choosing to feel pretty because sometimes I feel in the past I'd be like not stressed because it's fun, you know. But just like, oh my God, how am I gonna get it done? But I'm like, nah, like It's been a minute since I had a day like this, so I'm gonna enjoy it. And yeah, I get to see my peoples and create, so prettiness.
Yeah, plus that's so fun that it's a surprise. I love surprising people.
I know. I like today I went to after the gym, I went to Rainbow and I bought a bra, like a cheap bra, because I want to throw it at her while she's on the stage. But then I was like, because I was gonna get like a panty, and then I was like, wait, but like I feel like it would be easier to throw a bra. So now I'm like, oh
Yeah.
my God, I'm gonna have to practice because I don't know where I'm gonna be sitting. I don't want to be too front row. Because if I'm front
hmm
row, she's gonna bully the fuck out of me. She's gonna roast me so bad. So I'm like, I
hmm
need to practice my throws to get it right, you know? But
Are
yeah.
you allowed to record?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll be allowed to record.
Okay, because
I'm
I
gonna
know
record
some,
regardless.
yeah, I know some shows you'll get like kicked out or they don't allow you to record.
I hope
But
they let me. I mean, in secrecy, I could, or I could bring my
yeah.
Ray-Bans, my Meta Ray-Bans or whatever,
Oh, true.
at least for that moment. Actually, yeah, let
Yeah.
me do that, and let me help her get some content too, because it could be like when a audience member threw, they brought me, you know.
Yeah. She
Yeah,
just doesn't
so
have to show your face.
exactly. So that should be fun. So I'm looking forward to it. And then after the show, we going to Tonitas because it's like right there in Brooklyn and Williamsburg.
Mm.
So that's the infamous, not infamous, it's just well known where Bad Bunny definitely put on the map. There you go, exactly. Puerto Rico, Bad Bunny, exactly that. So we're
Literally,
gonna
I had a slick back earlier for work, and I was like, oh, my hair is being so annoying, whatever. But right now, the headphones are covering it, but I was literally gonna wear this hat. So that's so funny that you brought that up.
see that. That's a sign. We need to go to Puerto Rico.
Yes. And I've actually been thinking because Nike just released some shoes for the Puerto Rican Day Parade.
Hmm.
Just for anyone that doesn't know, my dad was born in Puerto Rico. Um, I don't know if we've said that before. I can't remember.
I don't even
But
remember. I don't think so. So yeah, breaking news.
yeah, I think you knew. I
I
don't.
knew. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Okay. But yeah, so I love obviously Puerto Rico. I love Bad Bunny, everything he does. Literally, after I could do a whole 3 hour episode on that halftime show.
So good.
I
So good.
was emotionally so hungover for a week after, I feel like. I
Yeah.
was just first of all, I cried during the whole thing. And I wore my hat and I had my little frog with me. You know how
I
you
know
have
that's right.
the
Always.
mystery. Yeah. He had like mystery boxes for the different I think one was like a boxer, the cookie,
Hmm.
and one I don't remember which one I got at this point. He's somewhere in here. But yeah, I had my little frog and my hat and I was making Puerto Rican dishes like for
There we go.
food,
Yeah, because it
all the
was really
stuff.
the Bad Bunny Bowl. Like I literally only watched that and then didn't
Oh,
see not a neary thing
uh,
after that or
yeah.
before.
Yeah, 1,000%. And then for literally a week after, every time I saw a video of someone talking about it or explaining a different part of it, or just even people who weren't Puerto Rican feeling represented, or
Oh
people
yeah.
crying when they heard their country being called at the end, I'm very empathetic and it just all got to me.
Yeah, no, that it was fire. He did his big one. He represented
Mhm.
all of us as Latinos, and there's never been such worthy and amazing representation I think we've had. And to
Mhm.
see him come out of Puerto Rico I feel like it's a cherry on top. It's super fucking cool considering the colonialism, everything that's gone on in Puerto Rico, and just the fact that it is like the territory what do you call it? A Commonwealth of the United States.
Mhm. Yeah,
Um, it's just like, yeah, yeah. So
exactly. Yeah.
I'm not Puerto Rican, but I would, yeah, the whole time.
Yeah.
I'd be bathing in those
Um,
water like baptism. Love Puerto Rico.
yeah, we do need a trip there. And also, I was gonna say that Nike, they released shoes for the Puerto Rican Day Parade, and I was looking and I was like, maybe I should make that happen to go to New York for the parade.
Yeah. Oh
But
yeah.
I'm also scared for the amount of people. I don't know if I could because New York is already scary to me.
Is it?
Well, I think it depends who I'm with. Like one time
Fair.
I went with my mom and my cousin, and my mom is French Canadian, grew up like not locking her doors, like
Oh
whatever.
wow. Hmm.
And so even though she's lived in Florida for like 40 years now and she's much better with locking her doors and things, I've had to literally yell at her because when she gets into her car, she'll like put her purse down and leave her door open, like one of those, and I'm like
Ooh.
yelling. Yeah.
That gives me anxiety thinking about it.
Oh, no, I know. But me, I'm my father's daughter where like I'm so paranoid and people are out to get you constantly. The way that a Hispanic father will put fear into your life for
Not playing.
everything. Right. So I went with like my mom and my cousin, and my cousin, even worse. She grew up in New Hampshire in the woods. So
Damn.
naive.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they don't lock their doors either, and they have like, well, the pop. I okay. Let me regroup. When I visited their news, they literally talked about like the shapes of snowflakes. Like,
Must be real nice. Wow.
yeah.
They don't
Meanwhile,
have nothing going on, huh?
yeah, like other states have so much going on that it doesn't even make the news.
No, yeah, no. They wouldn't have time for
Right.
that here.
So I was so scared that like I was literally yelling at them when we would take the subways to stand in the middle. I was so afraid that someone was going to push them or they were going to make eye contact with the wrong person and I
Right.
was going to have to like fight to the death or like they
No,
just,
but the thing is, like, you're not even being paranoid because that does happen. Like, somebody will just
right.
come. You hear about it, like, I don't want to say every few months, but like more or less, someone's getting pushed into the train. It'll be a random, like a one-off, but like they happen consistently. Or somebody will come just start slashing motherfuckers, punching women. That happens too. So it's like when you commute every day, you're like whatever because you're so used to it. But it's like
Mhm.
no, that stuff does really be happening. So you do have to be minding your P's and Q's.
Yeah. So I just think it would depend. Like if my family's not there, I think I'm less paranoid because I don't have to worry about other people.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Um, and obviously, if I went with you guys, I would feel taken care of, so I would be fine.
Yeah,
But
and we'd be
like,
rolling deep, so.
yeah.
There'd be a lot of us. Yeah, no, the Puerto Rican Day Parade is super fun. I used to go all the time when I was like in high school. I haven't been in a couple years. But Nike always really does it big. They show up and they show out for Puerto Rican Day Parade. And I was surprised they showed so early. They released the sneakers so early. I mean, it's not dropping yet, but like that they showed the visuals for it. It's a nice drop though. Definitely
Yeah.
want to get your hands on in my sneakerhead opinion. But yeah, Puerto Rican Day Parade is a good time, just good vibes because you have like it's just yeah, it's community for real, and it's New York.
Yeah.
And then there's always like a million one things happening around in the city after because like
Mhm.
everywhere like Puerto Ricans are everywhere in New York. Um they you downtown, uptown, you know what I'm saying? And then in the outer boroughs, Brooklyn, Queen, like the Puerto Ricans are everywhere. So wherever you end up
Mm.
finding yourself after the parade is going to be a vibe. 10
Yeah.
out of 10 recommend.
We're gonna have to start planning.
I'm with it. Yeah, no, we'll get into these Reddit tales and horrors. And this is one of those, what do you call it? Where is it? Oh, yeah. Not existential, but kind of type of questions. Very rhetorical, I guess. I mean, I'm saying words. That's the period in
No,
me talking because I'm just saying mad
that
words.
that was not the right word. Rhetorical means you don't want an answer.
Yeah, I don't listen. I told you I'm off. I'm off. It's fine. Okay.
It's okay.
It's when you gotta think about though. It is. I
Yes.
feel like the answer feels obvious, but then the more you think about it, you're like, well, okay. Anyway, the question goes, is it worse to be lied to or to be told the truth that ruins everything? So essentially, live in bliss and be stupid, or know the truth and your world comes crashing down.
What do you think?
I feel like my answer is not going to make sense because I'm like, I mean, it depends on what the lie is or like what the thing is. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the truth? Is the truth like, for instance, like, oh, my dog didn't run away. It got killed and hit by a car. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be all right, if I find that out down the road. Um, is it like it's your partner and they're like, "Oh, I actually have like a secret family," accident happened. But
That's
we
not an
could
accident.
it's not at that point now. But like I got this little thing happening on the side here. But we can continue and act like nothing as long as you stay stupid, like you won't know and you will be taken care of or find out the truth because that does happen to people all the time. So in that case, in the first dog type of case, anything equivalent to that, just tell me. It's fine. I get it. I'll cry, but I'll get over it. The other, oh no, wait, both of them just tell me. The fuck? What am I'm lost today. Just tell me the
You had
freaking
me,
truth.
you had me so concerned for a second. I was like,
I,
where is she going right now?
I did. I kind of catch myself. I was like, wait a second. Yeah, no, I want to know the truth because you're like in that case of it being like that ginormous, like you're kind of taking the option of choice away from me. So you could tell me, and then I can make a choice. Do I want to stay? And we could act like nothing, or da 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 da, or maybe this is not what I thought it was, and I can pack my stuff and get to stepping and have the life I'm supposed to have, and the path I'm supposed to have. So yeah, no, fuck your lies. Tell me the truth. I don't care. Just tell me. It's fine.
Yes,
I'm gonna figure it out. Okay.
exactly that. I agree. I don't want to be lied to ever. I don't care if it's a little lie, if it's a big lie. I don't care. I don't want to be lied to because my thing is the taking away my choice. Because by you lying and me believing an illusion of what's actually happening, I might not be want to be in a situation with you
Yep.
if I knew the truth. Also, I would respect you more if you tell me the truth yourself. If you tell me the truth yourself and it's like, hey, I cheated on you, X, Y, and Z happened, but you told me the truth yourself, I would respect that. And that would give me the choice to say, okay, I'm good. I can do what I'm going to do. You go do what you're going to do. I'm going to leave. By lying or me finding out from somebody else, it just makes it worse for you.
A thousand
Then,
percent.
then I'm turning up.
Yeah, no, I think that's the biggest part of it is just letting you need free will exists for a reason and you have to lend that to people. Now I'm trying to think from the liar's perspective, right? Would I rather tell somebody the truth and the whole world crumbles, or if I know I can get away with it, lie? Hmm. No, yeah. Once again, I think
No,
I would tell the truth because I do believe in karma and that
yeah.
you're not gonna live in peace if you're holding something of a certain magnitude.
The only lies I am okay with telling is to a job because they don't need to know your business.
A thousand
So
percent. They sure
if
don't, and they
you
shouldn't know.
if you called out because you partied too hard the night before, why would they need to know? It's okay to lie and be like, "Oh, I'm sick. Oh, something happened. Whatever. I don't care." Like that type of lie, fine. But lying to like people you love or whatever, I don't fuck with it. Actually, Sabrina Carpenter, she has a song called Lie to Girls, and she says that you don't have to lie to girls because basically if they really love you, they'll lie to themselves and they'll invent like what you are to them.
That's so true because we see it every day. Women will lie to themselves
Hmm.
as hard, as much, as long as they need to keep what they feel is their happiness or create their happiness. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I agree. It's for stupid stuff like that, or like I want to say like lie to men is fine. I lie to men all the time. I did it
Yeah,
today. I do it all the
because
time.
they're weird.
You
Like
have to.
if you have to lie because you're in a situation where it's unsafe because men don't know how to take no for an answer. So I'll lie to a man. I'll tell them my name is freaking Sabrina. I'll tell them something random. Like it doesn't matter because these people don't matter to you.
Yes.
Lying to people who are not in your life and don't matter to you or are putting you in danger, fine, whatever. Do what
Non-issue.
you need to do. Yeah, exactly. Lying to a job, not a big deal. But actually, this question is the reason that I can't have Scorpio men in my life. I can't even be friends with Scorpio men
Do tell.
because I've been friends with multiple Scorpio men that will lie for no reason. And I'm like, I'm literally your friend.
Yeah, like you don't have to do that. You're making it weird. I hate that
Yes.
shit.
And it would be like a white lie, or it would be something like, oh, we had plans. And they would make up this whole lie. Oh, my grandma's sick, so I can't go, and be pulling at my heartstrings because I love grandmas and I love my grandma.
Right.
So they'll be like, oh no, and try to make me feel bad for you. And then come to find out you just wanted to go hang out with somebody else or like on a date. I'm your friend. Just be like, hey, I didn't want to do this today. I would respect you
Exactly.
more and whatever.
And it's not
So
a big
that's,
deal. That's normal. That's natural. That's fine. It's only weird because you're lying.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So after being friends with three Scorpio men that were like that, I was like, I'm not even, stay over there.
It's crazy. The amount of times I've heard Scorpios are the drama. I know many Scorpio women. I don't know too many Scorpio men.
Yeah.
Um, and the Scorpio women I do love. They go hard. They're loyal.
It's different. My feelings on zodiac signs for men are different than it is for women.
Every time, a thousand
Yeah.
percent every time. Yeah, it's a definitely like when I talk about signs I don't like, I'm simply referring to them as men because
Yes.
I any sign as a woman, I've had amazing experiences and I've had some not good ones, but not enough
Hmm.
to be like, ugh, it's that sign. It's only when it comes to men where I'll be like, yeah, I'm not doing that. We're not. No, not even. No, I'm good. Women,
Yeah.
I'll be your friend. We could chat. We could be cool. Any sign. I'm not discriminating. Um, but yes, I've heard say I was at my friend's birthday like last month or whatever, and the table unanimously decided that Scorpio men, and one of them was a Scorpio man. Yeah, and
Even he
unanimously
said,
decided he did. He did.
he
He's
was
a
like,
man who dates men, and he's like, and I will not deal with another Scorpio. The worst.
there you go.
So I don't know because
There you go.
I know a Scorpio who's feeling me, but I'm just like,
Don't do it.
uh, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I can't. I'm sorry. Just man, just
Yeah,
man. I
don't
can't
do
do
it.
man. Fair enough.
I have a story from Am I the Asshole next. And actually, we also have an update. So this was literally posted 4 days ago. So we have the story and an update.
Great.
So, would I be the asshole if I say something to an employee who wants me to close my business for her wedding? My manager is getting married to her sweetheart in about a month and a half. We have a small company with only a few employees, and I just got an email requesting we close our doors completely on a Saturday, which is usually our highest sales day, so that she can invite her other coworkers. Everyone but me.
Oh,
He's been my manager for years. We talk several times a week, text, etc. We've been through some tough situations. I've mentored her, helped her out when she needed it, written letters of recommendation for her place to rent, and basically been pretty close with her. I didn't expect to be invited to her wedding, but thought maybe I would be since we were so close. I certainly didn't expect everyone to be invited but me. That threw me. Getting that email really brought up some feelings for me. It really it felt really insensitive to invite everyone but me, including past employees of mine. It also feels really selfish for her to think that we could close our doors completely on a busy day that literally pays their paychecks. We have been struggling so hard as a small business to make it for the last year. So much so that I can't even take a paycheck and have been working 40 hours a week without pay. I don't know what to do or say, and I could really use some advice. I haven't said anything yet, but I feel like I should explain how tone deaf her request is. Am I wrong if I do?
Oof, that's rough.
I think she wouldn't be the asshole because she's literally an owner and needs to think about her business. And it's really hard having a small business. So, someone who has worked for that business as a manager should understand that and also shouldn't want to risk her own job security and the job security of her friends by requesting that a whole business close for her wedding. If you work anywhere else, the business would not close for you if it wasn't a small business. So you're just trying to take advantage of a relationship that you had with this person, but you don't have a close enough relationship to invite them to your wedding.
Yeah, that's what's weird to me. I'm like, for them to have invited everybody else, but I'm like, is something missing? What happened between the two of them to be that close, to know they're your manager. They know the money you're bringing in. They know Saturdays are your biggest days. They know all of these things. So to me, it's weird that they wouldn't just invite the owner. I don't know. I don't know because I don't know what the we only have one side of the story. So I mean like if it's just like face value, then no, with their story they wouldn't be an asshole for keeping it open. They'd look petty because they weren't invited. But realistically, it's not feasible, so it's not feasible. They can't do it. They can't even afford to pay themselves. They can't afford to close. And the manager
Yeah.
should understand that. But I just find it bananas for the manager not to have invited them. So I'm like, it kind of depends on why. If there was like, what's the rift between them? Why this person wasn't invited? If it's something
Yeah.
wild, then I'm like, okay, I get it. But like, yeah, I don't know. That's odd.
Yeah, but if you aren't inviting the owner of where you work, that's fine. But don't reach out to them and tell them to close their business that is
Yeah, that's
struggling.
bold. That's super bold. And I'm just like, that's too bold.
Yeah.
I don't
The
know
not
that.
being the not being invited part doesn't bother me because people get weird with weddings. Let's be
Right.
honest. Like they are a lot of people turn into bridezillas, are entitled, all this stuff. So whatever.
Definitely.
People ruin relationships over weddings, to each their own. But you're not able to ruin a whole business. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely that's taking it at face value. That's super bridezilla behavior to be like, well, it's my day. Okay, but it's their
Yeah.
livelihood, their whole business, their everything that, after the wedding day, they still need to open their doors. So like, no, they can't close.
Yeah.
Um, Weird. I want to know what the update says.
So it says, update, spoke with her and have decided to do a three plus me skeleton crew to work. She will be working out who will stay and go, and I'll remain helping in the background as best I can. Also, closing, giving the option to close 2 hours early so the rest can make the reception portion if they want. If they choose to stay and work, I'll remain open. Decided to prioritize employee morale over negativity or spite. Swept all feelings aside. Thank you for all your opinions, advice, help, and good wishes towards my business. Going better. Appreciate it very much.
They're definitely being the bigger person, it sounds like, because they are I cannot think of words today. they're compromising a lot, to even have that conversation. They're
Yeah.
giving her a lot of leeway because a lot of people would just be like, "No, sorry, it's just not possible."
Yeah.
Um, so then yeah, that starts making me think that the original poster's not never really didn't do anything wrong and they've never been the asshole. So that and
Yeah.
if that's the way they handled it, they're certainly not the asshole. But
Hmm.
that's such a weird situation. I don't know.
Yeah, basically everyone voted that they weren't the asshole, and a bunch of the comments were saying, like, take your personal feelings out of it. This is a business. Make a business decision. Wow. Make a business decision. And everyone was saying basically, like, you're not as close as you think you are. These are your employees.
True.
So, in order to not get your feelings hurt in the future, like, keep that in mind.
Yeah, set up that boundary. That's true.
Yeah.
Um, Dang, that's crazy. That's so weird that they didn't invite them. That's kind of shitty, but shout out to them because they went about it the right way, I'd say.
I agree. Yeah.
All right, I have another Reddit, Am I the Asshole? Let me see if I can find it. Oh yeah, here it is. This is also another work-related one. So this says, Am I the asshole for refusing to hand over money raised for a coworker after learning something that changed my mind? I'm 26 female. 26 female, work in a small office where everyone tends to chip in when someone is going through a hard time. Recently, one of my coworkers told us she was struggling financially due to a sudden medical issue and might not be able to cover rent for that month. A few of us felt really bad and decided to organize a small fundraiser. I ended up taking the lead since I'm usually the one coordinating group things. I reached out to everyone, collected contributions, and even added some of my own money. Altogether, it came out to a decent amount that could genuinely help her get through the month. Before handing it over, I asked her if she was okay with me giving it to her directly or if she preferred another method. She seemed a bit hesitant and said she will get back to me, which I thought was odd, but I didn't push. A day later, another coworker pulled me aside and told me that the other coworker we contributed for had apparently been talking about planning a trip out of town around the same time she claimed she couldn't pay her rent. I didn't want to jump to conclusions, so I casually asked her again about her situation, and her answers felt vague and didn't really line up with what she had originally told us. At that point, I got uncomfortable. I didn't accuse her of anything, but I decided to hold on to the money and told the con oh my God, and told the contributors I wanted to clarify a few things before passing it along. Now she's upset and says I embarrassed her and made it seem like I don't trust her. A couple of coworkers think I should have just given her the money, no questions asked since it was already collected for her. Others are saying it's better to be cautious. For now, I've kept the money aside and haven't used it for anything else. I'm trying to figure out the best way to handle it without making things worse. Am I the asshole? What do you think?
I don't know because I hate when people like, okay, it's one thing if you talk about how much you're struggling and you just like got Chipotle, went out to eat because you like really couldn't cook for yourself that day or you didn't have the energy, whatever. That's one thing.
Right.
But to talk about not being able to pay your rent and then be planning a trip in the same breath at the same time, I'm gonna judge you for that. That's just what it is. That's weird. Because if this is a like small workplace that they've raised money for other people before, there's no way she doesn't know by opening up about that that she's not gonna get money.
Right.
So I think the person talking about this and then also talking about a trip is the asshole.
Yeah, I would definitely like with the information we're given. And what's
Hmm.
crazy is people voted them the asshole, the writer, the original poster of this. But but I think it was more because they're like, wait, why are you keep making yourself the keeper of the money? Like that was their
Yeah,
thing. Like,
yeah.
which I get it. Like, why are you appointing yourself like the GoFundMe? But
Mm,
yeah, I would say the person who's plotting and planning would definitely be the asshole. But not only are they an asshole, it's like you're so stupid. Like you were,
hmm.
oh my God, you almost had that money,
Yeah.
honey. You ran your mouth right into this. Um, But yeah, I that's crazy to me because especially
Yeah.
that you work with obviously a close-knit group of people that are willing to support each other like real community. I talk about community all the time and like that's community right there. And you're kind of taking advantage of it. And now it's kind of like it could sour it if somebody else is genuinely going through something in the future. Now everyone is going to be like on eggshells like, "Oh, do we not?" But
Yeah.
same time, if they never said anything, they would be a bigger asshole because then the office would see them on vacation. And that's how it feels when you know somebody owes you money or somebody like maybe dubbed your plans or whatever. Use the excuse of like, oh, I don't have money. And then all of a sudden you see them away. It's kind of like, huh, but you had money for that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's one thing if it was like a family thing, like if you went back home to see your family or something and you're really struggling mentally or whatever, but if it's just like a vacation, like you're an asshole. I do think it's weird for this person to hold on to the money. The second it was decided like, oh, this shouldn't be given, give it back to the people who gave it.
Yeah. I think that would have been the easiest thing. And also just be straight up with her, like, hey, there's talk of you taking a trip and I don't, we were I don't know how to put it, but like we were collecting money for you. We wanted to help you out, but like it seems like you have money, so we're just gonna make sure everybody redistribute the funds back to everyone. So the next time somebody's down, even if you have an off month again, we could go from there. But it's tough times for everyone right now. So to like take money out of other people's pockets just for you to go on a trip, like oh, dream come true. But like, do you do that morally? Absolutely not. That's messed up.
Yeah, exactly. Um, so you said not the asshole for the poster, but asshole for the other person, right? Okay.
Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
we agree. The next one I have is about friendship. So it is also an Am I the asshole? Am I the asshole for telling my friend that she has to stop punishing me for what her boyfriend did? My friend Allie and I have been friends since we were 11 years old, for 15 years. She's my oldest friend. We're different, but that's always worked for us. When Allie started dating her ex, Jake, I was really happy for her. Jake was fun, interesting, and he pulled Allie out of her shell, which was nice to see. The three of us would do a lot together since Jake and I had similar interests. For a while, we were a good trio. I freely admit I was a bit blind to the signs that Jake was infatuated with me. I thought he was a nice guy who was trying to make his girlfriend's chronically single friend feel included. A lot of people clocked it. I thought they were overreacting and being disrespectful to Allie. It was only when my roommate mentioned it that I started to think seriously about it. Unfortunately, it was too late to do anything because Jake made a move on me less than a week after that conversation.
Jake, you asshole.
It's the Jays. It's always the Jays.
It always is the Jays.
It was actually fairly public, so it wasn't even me that had to be the one to tell Allie. Allie and I did talk about it, and I thought we were sticking together. She even came and stayed with me for 3 weeks after the breakup. I did everything I could to support her, but after 4 months, it never seems to be enough. She is constantly making comments about me. What I wear, how I act, everything I do just seems to annoy her. She keeps pointing out everything I do, saying that is what gives guys the wrong idea. She doesn't seem to like
Oh, hmm. Interesting. Okay.
She doesn't seem to like going places with me anymore either. If we go out together, she leaves early if I get male attention, which I don't invite. I've taken her out for spa days, dinners, done everything I could to make her feel special, but I'm sick of feeling like Hester Prynne. I don't know who that is.
Scarlet Letter,
I don't
I
know,
think.
maybe.
Am I a scholar? Hester, I think she's from Scarlet Letter, wearing
Okay.
the letter on her chest, adulter or whatever.
Easy A?
Yeah, yeah, it's that story. It's literally that same story.
Okay. This came to a head on Sunday when I went to Allie's housewarming party. She greeted me, but I could see something was off, so I just left her to it and talked to other people. While I was talking to one of her colleagues, Allie pulled me aside and asked to change my outfit because it was drawing attention.
Oh my
Spoiler,
God.
it was not.
I want to know what the outfit was now.
Yeah, honestly. I refused to change into clothes she wanted to lend me, so she
Oh
said I had to
no.
leave.
Oh God. This is
She kicked her
tiresome.
friend out.
Yeah, that's bananas.
And that after what happened with Jake, she thought I would try to be more conscious of how I am.
Is she gonna have to live in a bubble? Is she gonna have to be a virtual friend? They're gonna have to be pen pals if they want to be friends because she can't do anything.
Yeah. I kind of lost it and told her she needs to stop punishing me for what Jake did because I didn't do anything. I reminded her that she didn't see anything wrong either, so it's not like I was the only naive one, and that she was the person who brought him into my life, not the other way around. I said I was
Oof.
sick of her acting like a victim of something that I did and that she is being a brat, and then I left. My roommate feels I'm absolutely in the right and has been sick of how she treats me, how Allie treats me, since she stayed with us. But I feel bad. The whole situation was fucked up, and maybe I'm not giving Allie enough grace for feeling weird around me now. But at the same time, she could just take some space rather than being rude to me. I don't know. Am I the asshole?
Wow. That's
Thoughts?
crazy. She's absolutely not the asshole. If everything is how she says it is, which seems she
Hmm.
gave enough detail that I really believe her side of the story. She's absolutely not the asshole. Allie is going through it, and it's like you have no control over how somebody else is going to feel. You only have control over what you can do. So it seems like the friend is in very much in control of like her actions and showing her friend she's there for her, how much she supports her, and she's being very patient because if somebody was like nagging me and clocking me on every little thing I did, just because I understand you're hurt, I get it. But if you can't get over that, especially when I didn't do anything, then we just can't be friends because it's just going to be a forever cycle of misery. And like, what are we doing here? Doesn't make sense. So yeah, the poster is definitely not the asshole. I just hope her friend gets therapy and works through it. Um, but yeah, that's rough.
Yeah. Not the asshole at all. I think, like the poster said, that Allie should have just taken space instead of ruining an 11-year friendship. Obviously, that's a hard thing to go through, yes, and it kind of like fucks with your head. That's not like unheard of that that would fuck with your head or that a breakup would be hard, especially if you felt like things were going well and it was bringing you out of your shell. So if you felt like the relationship was good for you and then he cheats or something happens, it's traumatic.
Oh
So
yeah,
it's
that's
fine.
crazy.
Yeah, it's fine to take your time to heal, to do what you need to do. But like she was saying, don't put that on her. Don't take other men being interested to her to think that every man ever is going to want her. Also, to put it on her saying what she's wearing is the reason, we don't do that.
Absolutely the fuck not. Absolutely
Yeah,
not. And it's like now this
no.
girl she doesn't have her man anymore, and now she's pushing away her best friend. Like I know she feels super isolated and lonely, but she is doing it to herself. And it is a lot to get over. That is very difficult. But yeah, your best friend that's there and the person that's trying to help you get over it, I can see how when you're the only reason you're an ex is because your ex came for them and now this person's consoling you. Yeah, that could be a mind fuck, but like you
Hmm.
really gotta separate it. Like,
Yeah, again, also just be honest, say, "Hey, I'm struggling with separating this right now, so we just need to take space. Like I'll come back
yeah.
to you when I'm ready."
And that's completely fine. And that's
Yeah.
also another thing is her policing the poster now is simply because of that you're making it into it was her fault that your man came for her when it's not.
Yeah.
He he's just an asshole. When really, it's not her fault. She didn't do anything for him to like entice him and Jezebel and like no, the man is just stupid, as most of them are.
Yeah.
So it's just it's really shitty and you can only take so much as the poster from the poster's POV. You can only take so much of somebody just blaming you, especially when you really didn't do anything.
Yeah, everyone voted that the original poster was not the asshole.
Good.
All right, well, those are all of our Reddit items for today's episode. Make sure you are leaving your thoughts in the comments and make sure you are following us at PGUF Pod on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. You could also listen on Spotify. And also make sure you are following our individual socials. So mine are at GabbyLyn12.
And I'm everywhere at Sofrita Lala.
And thanks for being pretty and ugly with us. Bye.
Bye.